morning, Richard.
Randy, how are you today?
Good. We are officially in March. We're not too far from spring breaks and the start of spring, which is awesome. It's hard to believe, but it's happening. One of the things that you and I have talked offline about is, should I stay or should I go? This idea of professional choices and decision making for not only young directors, but maybe even experienced directors that are possibly looking at flying the coop from their current job situation, either to go into another profession completely or to maybe go to another school. And just, talking about how to psychologically maybe frame those decisions in a healthy way and not stress yourself out while you're doing it. So let's unwrap that this morning.
Yeah, that's a tough one, I think, because there's numerous sides, I think, to consider, numerous things to consider on this. First of all, I'm a big believer that, you give everything you have to the kids that are in front of you, and you do everything you can for the program that you are with. And make sure that this is just my feeling. Some people may not agree, but I think you exhaust everything to make sure that you truly find out what the potential is there. You make sure with your administrators that you've had good discussions about the future and what the future might hold and what their support might be down the road, even if it's not exactly what a director might want right now. Find out if it's a possibility down the road. And some of it comes down to trust too, Randy. I think, trusting your administrators, both at the building level and that at the district level, that they really want a band program, and they want it not only to be a band program, but they want it to be a great band program for the kids. And I think it does take some time to find that out. I don't think you can find that out in just a year or so. So I always encourage people to give a program at least 2 or 3 years minimum to see what the potential is, and just teach your butt off, see what you can get in those 2 or 3 years. And then if you feel like after that, after you've exhausted all the possibilities with administrators and all those things, and you think it's just not going to happen, then I think it may be time to look elsewhere. But that's a tough decision. And the one thing that I would encourage everyone not to do is just wait around for that ultimate job, because I'm a big believer that the ultimate job is the one you're in right now. And those are the kids that matter the most right now. So make sure that you're giving everything you can to them. And that may not completely address this topic, Randy, but it's something I really believe in.
Oh, it's great. It's actually a bit ironic because I've been having these conversations with lots of younger directors that just aren't sure, whether they should have a 5-year plan, where they're at, whether they're getting the support. And I think it is important to have candid, transparent conversations with the administration. And if you're getting a new principal and you're lucky enough to be on a search committee, asking the question, how do you view the music program in the culture and in the academics of the school setting? That's a really good question to ask, because I think in many instances you'll get kind of a really good feel for how that individual views music education in the school system, and whether or not they feel that it's an important aspect, not only from a standpoint of the development of a student as a whole, but how they see it making a difference in elevating a student's academic performance. We talk about students all the time having time management issues because of all the ensembles they're in, but I think in many instances, I know you feel this way, students usually end up doing better in school eventually once they figure out the time management piece.
Yep.
Simply because they're multitasking in music all the time, and it's elevating their literacy and their math skills, and all of the studies that have been out there that have shown that from an academic standpoint. This was posted yesterday on social media, and I don't remember who posted it, so I'm not going to say who it's by because I really don't know, but I think it's really, really good. And it's kind of addressing this topic. It says, you'll also have years when the ensemble gets smaller. You'll have years when your ensemble is able to perform more advanced literature. You will have years when they must perform less advanced literature because that is what your ensemble needs. You'll have years when your ensemble effortlessly achieves a superior rating. You'll also have years where the effort to do so is gargantuan. Just remember this, your success as a teacher is not judged by how this year's group compares to last year's group. Your success is evident by how you are meeting the needs of the ensemble in front of you now. And that's kind of what you were speaking to. You know, your next job could be the ensemble that's in front of you. And then every ensemble is different. And I think that that really speaks to it. And if you feel in general that you're getting support, that you have the parental support, that your students are excited about being in your classes and your ensembles, and you have an emotional connection with your students, perhaps that's the best thing you can hope for.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, I remember the times when I was so happy as a teacher and as a band director is when I just felt that everything around me kind of showed that there was support for the program from the kids, from the parents, from the school in general, from the administrators. And it just felt really good. And I think that's pretty obvious when that happens. But, you know, we've also seen the opposite, where that kind of support, you just don't feel like it's there. It makes it very tough to go into work every day. So just, I would say, weigh your options very, very carefully, because I think one of the worst sayings that I've ever heard in my life is that the grass is greener on the other side, because you don't know. You have no idea. So you got to really think through these decisions. Take your time.
Yep. Well, it's great information, great conversation this morning. Thanks so much, Richard. And we wish all of you collectively best wishes as you prepare for festivals and think about what to do on spring break. And have a great week.
Yeah, we know you guys are working your tails off there, out there, guys. So thank you very much for all you do. Take care.